Hanya taman laut Spermonde hingga batuan alasan. Harus mangkal, Geoparks harus mangkal.
Ora parto. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, representatives of the new UNESCO Global Geoparks, welcome to the digital event organized by UNESCO and the Global Geoparks Network. This event is happening every year when we welcome the new members of the Global Geoparks Network, nominated by the Executive Board of UNESCO. And this is just a welcome, an opportunity to meet the new members, for them to meet the other colleagues from the Global Geoparks Network, from UNESCO, and to exchange a few words in order to celebrate this unique opportunity of having more UNESCO Global Geopark within this vast network, which was born several years ago. In fact, the Global Geoparks Network was established in 2004 by the European and Chinese UNESCO geoparks that at that time have been operated as geopark under the auspices of UNESCO. This network has been developed through time and managed to have representatives in all the different continents. And in 2015, this network managed to be under the auspices of UNESCO as a program, as an official program. And since that time, we continue to develop as a network of collaboration and exchange, having always the same goals, which are the protection and promotion of our geological heritage and the sustainable development of the territories hosting this unique heritage. In the frame of this global network, always in collaboration with UNESCO, we managed to achieve a lot of goals during all these years. And today, me and the members of the Executive Board of UNESCO, of the Global Geoparks Network, together with the colleagues from the UNESCO Global Geoparks Secretariat at UNESCO, we are very pleased to welcome you all in this digital event. And I have the opportunity to greet you all, and we will give you the floor, of course, in order to see each one of the representatives of the 18 new members to our global network, the 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks. It's an honor and pleasure for me to open this meeting, to welcome you all. I see many members of the global network already connected. I see, of course, Christophe van den Berger, the head of the Secretariat of UNESCO Global Geopark, Guy Martini, the chair of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Council, many members of the executive board of the Global Geoparks Network, many representatives of the UNESCO Global Geoparks, and of course the representatives of the 18 new members. So I don't want to take a lot of time because I think that the time is limited. Welcome in this digital event. And I would like to give the floor to the chair of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Council, Guy Martini, for his greeting words.
Okay, thank you very much, dear Nico. Dear colleagues and dear friends, on behalf of the UNESCO Geopark Council, I am very pleased to be with you in this event to warmly welcome our new member, 18 in total, and 2 now new countries, Philippines and New Zealand. So, one congratulations to all of you. You have done a long way to succeed in this candidature, but more important, you have created new territories, able to provide a new hope to your population by offering a different, sustainable, and necessary economic development. If we consider the global situation of our network, the regional network, which has greatly increased with these new members, is the ASEAN Pacific Geopark Network with 12 new geoparks, 4 in Indonesia, 2 in Iran, Tabas and Aras, and 1 in Korea, Japan, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and New Zealand. The European Geopark Network gets 4 new members in Greece, Norway, Spain, and United Kingdom. And in Latin America, our network, GeoLag, gets 2 new geoparks in Brazil, and thus without considering Cutracura in Chile, who was already a geopark, but who has extended its territory. Unfortunately, we have no change in the African Geopark Network. We stay with 2 members, but with the hope that we will receive quite soon new candidature. Now, I guess is a moment for us and all of you to celebrate with your local population and leader this huge success. You are now UNESCO Geopark, and you are a part of an incredible adventure and dream which began more than 20 years ago. A dream to reconnect around the geological heritage, the long story of the Earth with the story of human societies, connecting all the territorial heritages, geology, nature, culture, intangible heritage, to provide to the local population a new sense and a new proudness to live in their land. And of course, to provide them a necessary new and integrated sustainable economic development. Managing an UNESCO geopark is a great responsibility. A responsibility toward your territories themselves, but also toward all the planet. You are territory of excellency, unique territories which can only exist and function in an inclusive way. Geoparks are inclusive territories, of course, by connecting all the territorial heritage all together, but also at the level of their population, which has to participate without any exclusion in the definition of the geopark territory, its process, and its visions for the future. In an UNESCO geopark, geology in itself, and you know that, is not an end, but a means, a bridge. Geology brings us a knowledge and understanding of the Earth, its past, its evolution, its mechanism, and constitutes a new door to understand in another way the world in which we live. From this knowledge of the Earth's past, it's thus possible to understand the hidden links intimately uniting our planet with its natural environment, as well as with human societies and their culture. The motivation, and you know that, to create a UNESCO geopark should not be the basic and be limited to a simple desire to bring a new attractiveness and economy to a territory thanks to the UNESCO label. You are new territories of the 21st century, territories, memory of the earth, territories of research, culture, economic development, and because you are inclusive territories, you are territories of resilience, with a population who takes pride in living there and who builds a different future. Dear UNESCO Geopark, dear new UNESCO Geopark, you will demonstrate that you are living territories, territories of project, territories of cohesion and social peace, territories of meaning. You are the territories of tomorrow. One congratulation again to all of you, and thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Guy. And now the floor is to Christoph Vandenberger, who is the Chief of UNESCO Earth Science and Geopark Section and Secretariat of UNESCO Global Geopark. Please, Christoph, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, dear Excellencies, colleagues, friends. Guy, very good to see you as well. Very happy to be with you here, and maybe let me start by congratulating you warmly. I think it's absolutely deserved to the 18 new geoparks. We know how much effort this has taken from you, how many sleepless nights, how many years of convincing people of getting out there, raising the funding, setting up plans. I'm sure there's been moments of doubt. So we really appreciate your endurance. We know what you've gone through. We appreciate your conviction, and absolutely congratulations for being where you are today. You're a member of a new family now. We're 195 UNESCO Global Geoparks. We were 120, as Nicolas explained. We're 120 back in 2015. So there's been a steady increase, which is, of course, very, very welcome. And here at UNESCO, we're looking forward as well to extend the network, as been alluded by Guy, to extend the network towards Africa, towards Arab states, the SIDS, Central Asia. So there's a number of areas in the world where the concept is less known. But we work hard together with GGN, together with our other partners, but also together with you. And there's many experts from the Geoparks network that are helping us on a daily basis to help us in promoting this concept and helping us in training people around the planet. And I think that's what is making the Geoparks unique as well. When I say that you're entering a family, I truly mean it. It's a UNESCO family. It's a GGN family. You will meet people that have all gone through the same problems that you've gone through or that you will be going through. And you have to notice as well that whatever you're struggling with, there's always other geoparks out there that have gone through the same expertise and that are ready to share that with you and that are ready to help you. So please keep this in mind as well. Never hesitate to pick up the phone, join one of the working groups, and get out there, get connected with the rest of the network. I think that is what is making the strength of UNESCO Global Geoparks as well. From our side here at UNESCO, you know that we keep on building the concept in Africa. I hope indeed that we will soon have applications from that part of the world. We're very happy to see the steady increase in Latin America. Not such a long time ago, it was also a continent where we only had one geopark, and then suddenly now we're close to 10 in that continent, with many, many more in the pipeline. So that's a very rewarding and a very promising evolution. And we hope to see this as well. Here at UNESCO, we try to provide training as well across site designations, because we see as well that biosphere reserves or natural world heritage sites, they're very often struggling with the very same things that geoparks are struggling with. It's water management, disaster risk reduction, sustainable tourism. And so we try to see how we can actually provide an answer, how we can provide training, not only to the geoparks, but to all UNESCO sites. And that is something that seems to be working rather well. Maybe Nicolas, and for my welcome, maybe two more points that I wanted to say here to the people as well. Know that we have a network of field office colleagues out there. We have 52 offices of UNESCO out there in the world. We're looking at a reform, and there's going to be a reshuffle of the different offices of UNESCO, but most of you will be in contact with them already. And please use it as well, because these people are also standing ready to help you, to support you, to guide you in the process, to provide training as well. So please know that you can connect with them as well. And if that's not the case, please let me know and I can connect you with them. And then just to say that we're very proud with the 18 new geoparks. We've set up a media campaign specifically to announce it after the 24th. This year, we're later than ever to announce it, and that's only because the springboard of the executive board has been organized later than ever before. But we are very grateful for the great material, the great videos, pictures that we've received from all of you. We hope that we've done justice to the beauty of your geoparks by the compilations that we've made, by the short stories that we've launched. We're going to launch one story of each geopark from this week onwards. So for the next 18 weeks, we're going to have a promotion campaign of each and every one of you. And I hope that you can follow us as well, and that we can keep on working together in that sense. I have a few more points, Nicolas, but maybe I keep them then for the closing. Let me just say again that we're extremely proud about these 18 new geoparks and about the entire network in general. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Christoph. for your greeting words and the whole support of the really difficult process that today we celebrate with the 18 new members. And now I would like to just to emphasize that the UNESCO Global Geoparks form the Global Geoparks Network, which is a network of collaboration and organizing, is based its operation on the organization of common events. And one of the most important events that we organize together is the International Conference on UNESCO Global Geopark. This year, the 10th International Conference on UNESCO Global Geoparks is going to take place in Africa, in Morocco. And I would like to ask the head of the organizing committee of the conference, who is Driss Ahbal, the chair of the African UNESCO Global Geoparks Network, and also the head of the Goon Geopark, the only geopark that we have in Morocco, to make a short presentation on this important event in which you are all invited to participate and participate also in the lot of the parallel events that we organize as Global Geoparks Network on the occasion of the meeting that is very important, because for the first time, all the old and the new members of the network, all the old and new UNESCO Global Geoparks, we're going to have the opportunity to meet together, to exchange, and to see how we can work all together in order to promote the unique geological heritage of our planet and find new ways to support our local communities. So it's a great pleasure to welcome Driss and to give him the opportunity to make a short presentation about the 10th International Conference on Geoparks, which will take place next September. And as I said before, you are all welcome to participate. Driss, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Nicola. I'm happy to be with you today. First, welcome for brothers and sisters, new Geopark in this big family of Global Geopark Network. I hope that to see you in Marrakesh, in Morocco, next September. I have the pleasure to present for you some ideas, some information about this big event that we organize in the first time in Morocco, in Africa, and in Arab world. We are the co-organizer with UNESCO and Global Geopark Network. This event, This event will be organized under the high patronage of the King Mohammed VI of Morocco between the 4th and 9th September in the imperial cities of Marrakesh. And we organized for all the participants in this event the field trip in the Goon Geopark between 10 and 12 of September. I don't take a lot of time because I can share the presentation with you about the program. We have 3 days, 4, 5, and 6 September for pre-conference with a lot of meeting with the executive board of Global Geopark, the advisory committee, the regional network, and a lot of decision will be can we take it in Marrakesh conference. And we have the 3 days, the ceremony of opening of this big event, and the opening of the first edition of the international exhibition of Geopark, when all the Geopark of world, the national committee can present the Geopark of their country. And in the 9th September, we have 9 thematic workshops between the 7th and the 9th September. And we have the closing ceremony when we give the trophy, the certificate of the new global geopark, and a lot of events that we organize in this closing ceremony. And we finished with the Dini Gala, with the Dini spectacle, with the Moroccan culture that we can present for all the participants of this event. In parallel with the event of Geopark, we have three workshops. The first one is the declaration of the Geopark network, who speaks French, or Francophone Geopark of the network. The second one is the Latin America Geopark meeting, about the experience of Latin America and the Caribbean and Lake with the Spanish Agency of Development. And we have a room for the signature of partnership and training agreement between Geopark, and I encourage the new Geopark to take contact with other Geopark to sign partnership and agreement between Geopark. The theme of the workshop, we have 9 rooms in parallel about conservation and valorization of geological heritage, the Geopark Geodiversity and Biodiversity Management Study, the Geopark Sustainable Tourism and Local Development, the Geopark Tangible and Intangible Cultural Heritage, the Geopark and the implementation of Sustainable Development Goals, the climate change, combating desertification and natural disaster, the aspiring Geopark, the sharing the experience of cooperation between Geopark, and another workshop about the geo-education in Geopark. We have taken all the measures to organize this event in international standing. I can share with you some photos about the organization of this event. We have to just outside of the complex when we have to organize this event. We prepare a stand in the airport of Casablanca and in airport of Marrakesh to facilitate for all the participants of this event all the measures to transport and to information, the badging that we have to receive in the airport. And we have a reception for all the participants who don't take the badge in the airport. We have a conference press in July. This we have put all the information about space tea, Moroccan tea in the room, the big room of this event. We have a space when we can put the presentation as a poster for the students, for the surfer in the Geopark, a point of surveillance and control. We have a gallery room when we have the possibility for a virtual visit of Mugon Geopark with a lot of panels for 22 geosites labeled by UNESCO in Mugon Geopark. And it's possible to use this room for signing the agreement, partnership, and training between Geopark. We have a point for photos, the B2B between Geopark to take a break, coffee, and to discuss between Geopark. A space for media, a VIP room. It's possible to use this room between the responsible ambassador and the high responsible who can take part in this event. The restaurant that we can manage in the space of the Geopark, and we have the space of exhibition, the international exhibition of Geopark, with 4 space for the 12 region of Morocco that we can present all the opportunities, all the heritage of Morocco. and other space for the network, regional network of Asia Pacific, Latin America and Caribbean and European and Africa network, for presenting all the development, all the experience of Geopark in the world. Point of press, that it will be managed for all the media, all the television, all the radio, all the support of press who can accompany this event, Moroccan and international press who can take part in this event. This, we have the photos about the rooms and the management that we can take for a high level of organization of this big event. The room of workshop that we can use it in 3 days for brief conference, and we can change the position to use it as a workshop.
Thank you, Dries.
I finish. In parallel with this event, we have the second Global Geopark Network film. We organize the second half marathon of Geopark and the Atlas Marathon of Geopark, Geopark Magoon. I think there is a lot of surprise, a lot of things that we can visit, and we have 2 half days in 8 and 9 September that we can visit the Jamal Al Fna Square in Marrakesh, the garden, and the museum of Marrakesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dries. Thank you. And now we need to start the presentation of the new UNESCO Global Geoparks, starting from Hakusan Tedorigawa from Japan. And I would like to ask Mr. Toshikazu Tamura, the president of the Hakusan Tedorigawa Geopark Promotional Council, to take the floor.
Hello, I'm Toshikazu Tamura, the new president of the Hakusan Tedorigawa Geopark Promotion Council. Unfortunately, a few months ago, our former president, Mr. Yamada, passed away. But I hope that I can continue to lead our geopark with just as much passion as him. As I know he too would be so thankful and honored by this designation. Now, the local residents of Shiramine will present our geopark.
Thank you, Mr. Tamura. Hello, everyone. The Hakusan Tedorigawa Geopark is located in central Japan. It contains Mount Hakusan in the Tedori River system and features internationally important fossils. We are currently in Shiramine, which is the closest village to Mount Hakusan. Today, we are celebrating the UNESCO Global Geopark designation, of which we are very honored to be a part of. And we will talk about Hakusan's snow that melts into clean water, which provides us with delicious drinks and foods that we will also introduce.
Hello. I came here 2 years ago. This thing that surprised me the most here is the snow. Very, very snow. This area gets a lot of snow. Yes, snowfall. This snow has benefit many people in the Hakusan Tedorigawa area. Mount Hakusan Tedorigawa River.
Hi. Tedori River is very beautiful river and clean water. fish living the water. This fish name is Japanese name is Iwana. Iwana. Iwa is rock. Na is fish. Iwana is rock fish. Geopark fish. Very, very delicious. Iwana. Iwana. Delicious.
Hello, this is miso soup with nameko mushroom and hard tofu that are commonly eaten in this area. Big mushroom and hard tofu has strong
Flavor.
flavor and are very delicious. I see this.
Hello, I like it. I like Japanese rice wine. This is Haksan rice wine and Tedorigawa. This Tedorigawa made in Haksan. Water from Tedorigawa. Very, very delicious. 乾杯。
はい。これは、とちもちと草餅です。
This is tochimochi, which is sometimes known as buckeye tree seeds. And this is grass mochi, a special kind of like a rice treat here.
白山白峰には、山の崩れによって土地の木の群生地であります。
And in this particular region, because we have a lot of landslides, buckeye trees are able to flourish.
その土地の木の土地の実を使ったお餅です。
And then this particular kind of rice cake treat is made with the buckeye seeds in it. It's kind of a bitter flavor.
白峰は昔から土地の実を食べるという文化があって、これもジオの、貴重なお土産品です。
It is a very long kind of local culture to eat this buckeye rice cakes, and it's a very geo-oriented food for that reason.
また美味しいとちもちなので食べに来てください。
So please come by and try our tochimochi someday.
はい。
Okay, now we will close with a song sung by Shiramine locals for generations, Mereta, or celebration.
やめたあめたもあらいあく
Warm congratulations and thank you so much for your for showing us so wonderful products from your geopark. And now we move to the new UNESCO Global Geopark from New Zealand, a new country, Waitaki Whitestone. And I would like to invite Lisa Haynes, the manager of Waitaki Whitestone, for the presentation. Lisa, you have the floor.
Kia ora, good evening. Thank you, Nicholas. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa. I'm the manager for the Waitaki Whitestone Geopark. Unfortunately, it's just me tonight. It's very late here, but everyone else is sending their blessings and their greetings to you all. I would like to start with a Maori greeting from our Indigenous people tonight. Ka titiro ake ki te tihi o Aoraki, heke atu ki te awa tapu o Waitaki. Huri ki te moana o Arai te uru, tēnā koutou katoa. It translates to look up to the top of Mount Cook and back down the Waitaki River to the coast of the ancient canoe of the gods, Arai Te Uru. Greetings to you all. Our geopark had its origin in a very rural town, small town called Duntroon, and was with marine fossil discoveries made by Professor Ewan Fordyce, his colleagues and students from the University of Otago in the 1980s and 90s. And excited by these discoveries, the local farmers were so excited and they wanted to share the stories of those stories found in their own backyard. This is where our geopark started, and from then on grew to more and more communities in the Waitaki district. Today, we are covering a very large area, just over 7,000 square kilometers. It's a diverse and unique landscapes from the east coast of the South Island in New Zealand, up the Waitaki Valley to the base of the Southern Alps. The geopark offers exceptional insights into the history of the Zealandia, the world's 8th continent. It reveals evidence to the formation of Zealandia that broke away from the ancient supercontinent of Gondwana around 80 million years ago. The geopark exhibits huge geodiversity from rocks and landforms that illustrate the various processes that have shaped our geopark. The landscapes, rivers, and tides of our area have enormous cultural significance to Ngāi Tahu Whenui, the local indigenous people. And one of the geopark main attractions that you saw very quickly on screen before are called the Tikai Hinaki Moraki boulders. These striking concretions formed within ancient seafloor muds between 55 and 70 million years ago. Ngāi Tahu Whenui, the local indigenous people, have long treasured these large boulders as the remains of the baskets, gourds, and sweet potato washed ashore from the wreck of the Arai Te Uru canoe, and value their physical significance today. Thank you all for having me tonight. We are very proud to be part of this incredible network of UNESCO Global Geoparks, and are looking forward to working with you all in the future. I hope to see you all soon, to welcome you to Waitaki, or see you in Morocco in September, and looking forward to hearing all of your presentations next.
Thank you, Lisa. And sorry, but knowing that it's too late, we couldn't choose a different hour suitable for all the world. I guess we have your understanding, and we wish
Absolutely.
to see you and all the Geopark team in Morocco. And now we move from New Zealand to Korat Geopark in Thailand, and I would like to ask the Geopark team to make the presentation of the video.
Dear colleagues from Korat, we cannot hear you. Can you please unmute your microphone?
Okay. Dear ladies and gentlemen, as a new member of the Global Geoparks Network, I am honored to address on esteemed members and express gratitude on behalf of the Korat Geopark people. We are proud to be part of this distinguished community dedicated to preserving and promoting our heritage. We are looking forward to collaborating, learning, and positive impact together. Next, Assistant Professor Dr. Netini Thongdi will present to you about Korat Geopark.
Hello everyone from Korat Geopark. Ladies and gentlemen, Today, this is my pleasure to present you the magnificence of Kora Geopark and welcome all of you to our place. We are the hidden treasure of Thailand and shining the examples of the bottom-up approach in geopark management. Kora Geopark is our homes. In our homes, these are two remarkable geological treasures known as the Questa and Fossil Land. The unique landforms characterized by escarpment and deep slope tell are captivating the story of Earth's history. The layers of sedimentary rock, beautiful exposed in the Questa and revolves millions of the years of geological process, including the formations of fossil minerals and breathtaking of landscape. But the tourists set Kora Geopark apart of its genius commitment to the bottom-up approach in the geopark management. The local community stakeholders and experts have been actively involved in the decision-making process, ensuring that their voice and their heard and their knowledge is valued. The residents, the livings in the around Kora Geopark has become the two custodians of this geological heritage. They have taken ownership, pride, and responsibilities in preserving and showcasing the natural wonders that surrounding of them. Their deep connections to the land and their traditional way of life have played important roles in shaping the natural sustainability development. So, from the bottom-up approach of our place in Kora Geopark management has empowered the local community, fostering a sense of ownership and share the vision of the future. Moreover, Kora Geopark has forged strong partnerships and collaborating with the various stakeholders. For example, the government. This guy is from Mr. Somkiat. He is the deputy governor from the provincial governors. And we have a lot of partnership. For example, EGAT, the electricity generating authorities of Thailand. And we also collaborate with the non-government and organizations, education, institute, and tourism sector and industry. Kora Geopark has not only to conserve its unique geological and fossil heritage, but we has also to become the models of inclusive and sustainable development. Welcome all of you to Kora Geopark. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and warm congratulations to Korat with the incredible paleontological heritage. And now we move to Indonesia, and I would like to, in Ijen Geopark, and I would like to ask Abdillah Baras, the general manager of the Geopark, to make the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Nicholas. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The excellency of all of participants. My name is Abdillah Baras. You may call me Abdillah. I am representing Ijen UNESCO Global Geopark. As we all know that Ijen Geopark is located in two regencies, in Banyuwangi and Bondowoso regencies, part of East Java Province, Indonesia. Ijen UNESCO Global Geopark that inaugurated in 2018 has the delineation like this picture. Ijen Geopark has an area of 4,723 kilometers square with more than 2 million of the population and 12 tribes, because this has a fairly long coastline as human crossing in ancient times. The indigenous people, Osing tribe, has agrarian culture because they live close to Ijen volcano. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the position of Ijen Geopark, which is surrounded by other Indonesian GGPs, such as the closest Batur caldera, and then the farthest is Toba caldera, UNESCO Global Geopark. Ijen Geopark has different caldera from all of those. Ijen caldera products are dominated by andesitic, basaltic, or intermediate to mafic deposits, whereas Batur, Irinjani, and Toba Geopark have felsic dominant deposits. Next, please. Ijen Geopark in Indonesia is an area that passed by the Ring of Fire. So Ijen Geopark has several volcanoes that were created by subduction system between Indo-Australian Oceanic Plate and Eurasian Continental Plate. This is the Ijen caldera, which was formed around 70,000 years ago, that has 16-kilometer diameter. So we can see that the deposit has accumulated toward the northwest and north flank of Ijen caldera wall. After that, new volcanoes appear above the southern rim, such as Rante, Pendil, Raung, and Ijen volcano. There are Alas Purwo National Park in the southeast, Meru Betiri National Park in the southwest, Ijen Nature Reserve, and Baluran National Park, so that this makes our area as also UNESCO Blambangan Biosphere Reserve. Next slide. This is a list of geosites that's starting from Ijen geosite. So on Solar Stone Park geosite, there is also Pilolava and Foraminifera on Parangireng Beach, cinder cones on the Wurung Crater geosites, and 21 of all geosites. Then there is also biosite of the Ijen Geopark, the Sadengan Savannah biosites, which has a leopard, Javan bull, green peacock, eagle, and so on. There is also the Sukamadi Geoforest, which is a place for turtle to lay their eggs. There are 4 out of 7 types of turtles in the world that exist in these biosites. And also we have a coffee that is famous in the world by the name A Cup of Java. The coffee comes from coffee plantation biosites. And the next part are 10 culture sites that completes the story of Ijen Geopark. Kemiren Village cultural sites, that is the one of the unique sites. This has indigenous people with traditional houses that has earthquake-resistant materials and all of the supporting cultures. Next slide. In addition, we also carried out mentoring and training activities on geoproduct from Ijen Geopark area. There are some of the activities such as patchwork bag making, coffee processing, and many more. There are some the geoproduct produced by Ijen Geopark community. There are mangrove chips, mangrove syrup, Ijen cafe, Geopark theme batik, and many more. Next slide, please. Talking about a geopark, this will be related to geotourism. Many of our activities are related to geotourism activities. There are some examples of geotrails we have at those areas. We can explore the window of ancient volcanoes of southern Java, and then explore the transition from volcanoes to karst landscape, explore the worldwide volcanoes of Ijen, and so on. I believe, next slide, please. I believe that you guys already know about the Java software logo, but how many of you know about the story behind this logo? It is when James Gosling and his friends visited Indonesia, to be precise in Java Island. They took of a new name from the program he made, and when James Gosling and his colleague drank a cup of hot coffee that come from Java, Indonesia. He also inspired by that coffee he drank. Moreover, James Gosling and his partner are coffee lovers. Without thinking twice, that they immediately named their program Java, which has inspired by Java coffee from our beloved country, Indonesia. Was launched to the public in 1985. With a logo in the form of James Gosling on favorite hot coffee. Next, please. Next. The last but not least, we have two majestic event called Gandrung Sewu Festival, intangible heritage from our geopark, and Ijen Geopark Ethno Carnival that will launch very soon. I hope everyone could directly witness it here. Next. Okay, I'm very happy and ready to welcome all of you here. See you in the most beautiful volcanic land in our planet. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, and congratulations for the wonderful Indonesian geopark that has been added to the network. And in this point, after the presentation of the first 4 of the 18 new UNESCO Global Geopark, I would like to give the floor to Professor Shaoxi Jin, who is the coordinator of the Asia-Pacific Geopark Network. As you know, the Global Geoparks Network is operating also through its regional networks that we have in different continents. And Professor Jin Shaoxi from China is the coordinator. So please, Shaoxi, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, for the introduction. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, this is really a great moment. On behalf of the Asia Pacific Geoparks Network, that is APGN, so I have the honor to welcome 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks to join the big family of Global Geoparks Network. And at the same time, I'm also proud of being able to welcome 11 new members from the Asia Pacific region. They are naturally the new members of the Asia Pacific Geoparks Network. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the teams of these 18 UNESCO Global Geoparks. It was your passion and hard working in the last few years, especially during the hard time when the COVID pandemic prevailed, that made your dreams come true. And such an exciting moment, we should not forget how diligently so many evaluators worked day and night to complete the evaluation missions, which were very critical in bringing about the new UNESCO Global Geoparks. So they deserve a big thank you. Last but not least, I'd like to say, Asia Pacific Geoparks Network is ready to serve, to collaborate, and to succeed. Once more, congratulations to all the new UNESCO Global Geoparks. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Shaoxi Jin. I forgotten to say that Professor Jin is not only the coordinator of the Asian Pacific Geoparks Network, but also the vice chair of the Global Geoparks Network. So thank you so much for your kind words. And we continue with another member of the network, Maros Panggep from Indonesia. And I would like to ask the general manager of Maros Panggep, UNESCO Global Geopark, to take the floor and give his greeting.
Dear colleagues, for Maros Panggep, we cannot hear you very well.
The chair of UNESCO Geopark Council, Mr. G. Martini, the chief of UNESCO Earth Science, and Geopark section of UNESCO Global Geopark Secretariat, Christoph van den Berg, the Asia Pacific Geopark Network Coordinator from People's Republic of China, Professor Xiaoji Qin, the coordinator of Indonesian Geopark Network, on behalf of the governor of South Sulawesi Province, the region and vice region of Maros Regency, region and vice region of Pangkep Regency, the management board of Maros Pangkep Geopark, all the geosite managers, stakeholders, and people of Maros and Pangkep Regency. Dear my respected colleagues and friends, good evening from South Sulawesi. It is my great honor and pleasure to be able to join with everyone in here on the occasion of World Environment Day, also to celebrate the establishment of 18 new UNESCO Global Geopark, and especially the new status of Maros Pangkep Geopark. This is a historic moment for us as it marks the recognition of the uniqueness of geological and cultural heritage of Maros Pangkep Geopark on a global scale. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to UNESCO for granting us this prestigious status, which is a tribute to hard work and dedication of our management board, the local community, all the geosite manager, and all the stakeholders who have been supporting us tirelessly. This recognition is a validation of our effort. We are committed to continuing our effort to protect and promote this unique heritage, while also promoting sustainable tourism and community development. Maros Pangkep Geopark, spanning in area of 5,077.25 kilometers square in Sulawesi Island, Indonesia, crossed by the Wallace Line, consisting of 44.6% land and 55.4% water. Our geopark was developed by three main landforms, namely Trans-Melange of Bantimala Complex, which is composed of low ultra-high grade of metamorphic rock, deep marine sedimentary rock, and tectonic block of oceanic crust. Its age of 70 to 135 million years ago, the tectonic linkage of Southeast Asia and Australia is important evidence of the early evolution of Sulawesi Island and has become a reference for the synthetic of reconstruction of pre-tertiary global tectonic. The second name of karst of Maros Pangkep is the terrestrial of section display the tower karst landscape known as the spectacular of tower karst. There are 572 of horizontal and vertical caves with complete speleothem characteristic, and the longest cave in the area is about 27 kilometers, as the hydrological system of the karst area are an underground river connected to the doline as the cave entrance. And the third is a coral reef island of Spermonde Archipelago, each of which has significant geological heritage, reflecting the combination of terrestrial and marine features, which are interrelated with each other into a single landscape territory. These geoparks are inhabited of 1,003,007 species of flora and fauna, with 153 endemic species of Sulawesi and 52 protected endangered species. The geopark area is dominated by ethnic Bugis and Makassaris. The life of local community is very much influenced by ancestral customs, which contain moral and social value both toward fellow humans and toward nature and the environment. It is situated in the middle of Indonesia as the main entrance to eastern part of Indonesia. Dear colleagues and friends, I would like to thank all of our partners who have helped us a long way, and I invite you all to join us in celebrating this milestone. Let us continue to work together to preserve and promote our natural and cultural heritage for future generations, together with Maros Pangkep Geopark, the land of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to you and all the team celebrating today with all of us. And now from Indonesia, we are going to move to Malaysia and to Kinabalu Geopark. And I would like to ask...
The traditional dance of Masapo Wanua is a tradition customary ritual performed by a number of bisu, priests who do not have a gender group in traditional Buginese beliefs. Bisu perform traditional rituals by circling an area, which we call Wanua, with special dance movement aimed at maintaining the safety of the area in Maros Pangkep Geopark. This tradition has been carried out from generation to generation since the time of I Lagaligo in traditional Buginese beliefs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Masapo Wanua dance.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this excellent performance. Thank you so much and warm congratulations once again. And now from Indonesia, we are going to move to Malaysia, to Kinabalu Geopark. And I would like to ask Dr. Maclarin Lakim, the director of Sabah Parks and director of Kinabalu UNESCO Global Geopark, for the presentation of Kinabalu Geopark.
Thank you, Nick. 17 years ago, in the year 2006, we had a dream of getting Kinabalu, the mountain behind me, as a global geopark. And today, it is materialized. Kinabalu UNESCO Global Geopark, an area of more than 5 times the size of Singapore. Assalamualaikum, a very good day, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Sabah State and Malaysian Geopark team, it is our pride and honor to be inscribed on the UNESCO Global Geopark. I will show you a video, but before that, and beyond this session, we'd like to record our optimism that our inclusion into the Geopark network will be a catalyst in the attainment of our next dream, which is people within the Kinabalu Geopark live in harmony with nature. Please enjoy the video. Many thanks. Thank you to the UNESCO Executive Board and the Geopark Council. Congratulations to all newly accepted UGGP. Thank you, Nick. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you and warm congratulations for the nomination of Kinabalu. And we move from Malaysia back to Indonesia in Meranjin Jambi Geopark, and we're going to see a nice video.
bersama Geopark memuliakan bumi untuk mensejahterakan manusia. Salam Geopark.
And now, I would like to ask the Mala Indra, staff member of Meranjin Jambi UNESCO Global Geopark, for the presentation.
Good evening and thank you, sir, for the opportunity. And hello, everyone. Thank you for watching our short video introduction of Merangin Jambi Geopark. I hope you all enjoy it. And good evening from the Jambi city to all our Geopark friends all around the world. I am Mala from the Planner Division of Merangin Jambi Geopark. I'm speaking on behalf of the management body of the Merangin Jambi Geopark, and together with me tonight, we have our Honorable Governor from Jambi Province, Mr. Al Haris, and also we have our GM and all our stakeholder and management body member. Greeting from Merangin Jambi Geopark. Our highest appreciation and thank you. Sorry, I've got a bit nervous. Our highest appreciation and thank you go to all Geopark Network Secretariat and of course for both our evaluator, Mr. Charalampos and Ali Reza. As you have seen in the video, we would like to inform you that our Geopark, could you please share our share screen, our presentation? Thank you. Yes. Welcome to Merangin Jambi Geopark. Back please, the warmth of simplicity. The first slide is about our value. This is what we want to deliver is. Next slide, please. We are committed to maintain the sustainability of life by preserving nature and utilizing natural resources wisely, monitoring the quality of geoproduct by applying the combination of modern traditional processes that are environmentally friendly and sustainable. Next. Second. Next slide, please. No, it is the get different. So. Oh, okay. Next to our challenges is about establishing Merangin Jambi Geopark as an Earth laboratory that becomes a strategic collaboration between the Geopark and the Jambi University, and we committed to renewable energy resources and sustainable economy, and we welcome opportunity for networking and partnership with other Geopark. The last. We are in Merangin Jambi Geopark living side by side with the nature. Thank you everyone. Warmest greeting from Merangin Jambi Geopark, Indonesia.
Warm congratulations once again for joining the UNESCO Global Geopark for your nomination. And from Indonesia, from the third Indonesian new UNESCO Global Geopark, we move to the Republic of Korea, to Jeonbuk West Coast Geopark. And I would like to invite Yong-ho Jung, President of Jeonbuk West Coast UNESCO Global Geopark, for the presentation.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here with you today. 되는 거야? Jeonbuk West Coast UNESCO Global Geopark is a small town with about 100,000 residents. 고창 tidal flood have the tidal float to send the tidal float, there is a channel or sand sedimentary body in Gocheon tidal flat. In Jigsaw 4, you can see various type of columnar joint around the waterfall made of tuff. Myeongsasimni Beach is an 8.5 kilometer straight coast and intertidal zone environment. Gamakdo Island also offers visitors the opportunity to observe the intrusion boundary of gneiss and granite in generosity. Cheseokgang has pepperite that is a representative geological structure. Seonunsan Mountain was created by volcanic activity in the Meiji era and is mainly composed of rhyolite and tuff. Seonunsan Mountain have Mae rock-carved Buddha, Cheonmabong Peak, and Jinungul Cave. Soyosan rhyolite dome is where we can observe the flow structure in vertical direction during the process of eruption of highly viscous rhyolite. The lower part of Byungbae rock is a layered tuff and upper portion is a massive rhyolite. The name of Byungbae rock originated from the shape of the bottle being turned upside down. Muang Beach, we can see pepperite and quartz vein system that resemble a fishbone vein system. Widow Island can see unique rocks that were formed in sedimentary environment along with the volcanic rocks. Cheseokgang was created from the sedimentary environment, and we can observe the stratification of sedimentary layers, various observed folds, and huge thrust faults. Dolmens made of large rock are designated as a World Heritage Site and offer us a glimpse of the originality and science of prehistory culture. Solsum is a combination of rocks, pine tree, and the sunset of the West Sea, with a special geological structure formed by volcanic eruption. I would like to conclude our presentation here. It has been a pleasure being with all of you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation of the Jeonbuk West Coast Geopark in the Republic of Korea, and wish to see you in Morocco in the next conference, International Conference on UNESCO Global Geopark. And this gives me the opportunity to inform you and all the new UNESCO Global Geoparks that there is the second international film festival organized by the Global Geoparks Network parallel to the international conference in Morocco. And there is a competition for the best geopark promotional video in this geopark. As we're going to see in the next, this film festival is a unique opportunity to mobilize both geopark directors and documentary directors and filmmakers to collaborate in order to create new documentary and promotional videos on geoparks. The objective of this festival is to stimulate the creation of video inside UNESCO Global Geoparks. And as we have 195 UNESCO Global Geoparks in 48 nations, we would like to see the variety of the videos promoting these unique places, participating in our network, but also aspiring UNESCO Global Geoparks, which can participate also. In this site, you can see all the information, and don't forget that the deadline for uploading your video to participate in the second International Film Festival of the Global Geoparks Network is the 30th of June. So please upload your videos and have the chance, give the chance to all the participants of the conference, to all the UNESCO Global Geoparks to see your videos and meet the beauty and the heritage, and also the community activities in your geopark. All information you can find in the site of the Global Geoparks Network. So please visit the site and participate in the second international film festival with geopark videos, your geopark videos, which are very, very welcome. And why not gain also the prize? Because we're going to have 3 prizes in this festival. And who knows, your video maybe is awarded during the closing ceremony of the international conference, which will help in Morocco. And by saying that, I would like to move again to a new presentation, the 4th Indonesian new UNESCO Global Geopark, Raja Ampat, and we go to this presentation. Yes, please. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zorus. Okay, a minute. Yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ana Rohma Septiana, representative of Raja Ampat Geopark, and on behalf of our General Manager, Mr. Yusdila Matengo, and all people in Raja Ampat, on this occasion, I would like to share about what we have here in Raja Ampat and how we traditionally protected it until we succeeded becoming one of the important areas for conservation and proudly became UNESCO Global Geopark. Yeah. Raja Ampat is an archipelago that's scattered across the equator, and until the late Jurassic, this area was still on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. Consisting about 2,713 islands, this area has 4 main islands, Wegeo, Batanta, Salawati, and Misol, and also home for at least 60,000 people. The history of Raja Ampat geology is already started circa Devonian and Silurian era by the found the metamorphic rock in southern Misol. And the significance is also by the existence of a Sorong fault that laying between the island of Batanta and Salawati, that these 2 islands is also has a uniqueness by the discovery of paleovolcanic product, as well as the phenomenon of syncline and anticline that form the current island of Wegeo that we can see today. And all the geological heritage in Raja Ampat is now curated so far into 29 geosites. And the Sorong fault provide evidence of an arc continental collision between Pacific, Australian, and Eurasian plates, and resulting in the formed terrestrial ecosystem, mega biodiversity, and richest of endemic species in Raja Ampat. And for the example here, we can see the Wegeo that came from the Pacific plate has abundance of ultrabasic rock containing heavy metal elements that form ultrabasic ecosystem with a vegetation that capable of living in extreme condition. In contrast, Misol that came from the Australian plate has savanna, grassland, and also found Assam wallaby, the marsupial that very identical with Australian continent characteristic. And as we stated in our tagline, the emerald cars of the equator, we utilize our magnificent karst landscape through geotourism, which is managed by the local community. And this phenomena is also occurs underwater, that the caves and coral reef makes Raja Ampat become world's best diving destination today. And women in the community is also preserve their woven tradition to protect our pristine forest while creating alternative livelihood. And practically, people in Raja Ampat conserve their homeland as a whole. As handed down by their ancestor through the local wisdom, the forest is the mother, the ocean is the father, and the coast is the child. And finally, to represent the management body of Raja Ampat Geopark, I would like to say thank you to all stakeholders who supported and worked with us in Raja Ampat. And congratulations to all new members of the UNESCO Global Geopark. And thank you very much.
Thank you and warm congratulations for your nice presentation of the beauty of Raja Ampat Geopark in Indonesia. And from Indonesia now we are moving to Iran, and we are going to have the presentation of Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark. I would like to ask Ehsan Zamaniyan, who is going to do the presentation.
Hi everyone. We want to introduce Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark Iran. There are potential and valuable capacities for the development of geotourism and geopark in Iran. Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark is very important due to its spatial, geographical and geological location in Iran. The historical city of Tabas was described as a jewel in the heart of desert by several scholars and visitors in the 19th and 20th centuries, pointing out that our process could be more beautiful than Tabas. Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark territory. Please, next slide. Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark territory, an area 22,779 square kilometers, is located northwest of South Kherson province, and green area it's geopark territory in Tabas County. This geopark is located between two deserts west of Iran, Lut Desert in the east and Great Desert or Dasht Kabir in the west. And Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark is a desert area with a hot and dry climate and is very unique in terms of cultural, historical, natural, and especially geological features. The right image, satellite image, it's the black line, it's Tabas County, and the yellow line, it's Geopark territory. Please, next slide. Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark has undergone huge impacts from various geological events. Most of area is covered by sedimentary rock of geological period, for example, Precambrian to Quaternary. Please, next. And while igneous and metamorphic rock have a relatively less distribution, also many experts and thinkers regard this region as a geological paradise and fossil museum of Iran due to its most complete Paleolithic sediment found in Iran and West Asia, which can be hardly observed in the other places across the world. A spectacular and valuable outcrop of Precambrian, Paleozoic, and Mesozoic rocks, which are high scientific and aesthetic position in geotourism, can be found in different part of Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark. And also the most continuous Cambodian Ordovician boundary of Iran as an outcrop in this geopark. Also, the large Naiban fault, which a length of 600 kilometers, is located in the east, and the Kalmar fault in the west of this era, considered among the main basement fault in Iran. These faults are an important part of geological hazard in this era of Iran. An example, which is the Tabas earthquake of September 1978, leading to the complete destruction of this Tabas city and the more than 20,000 casualties. And in this image, you can see geological different period per Cambrian to Quaternary. Please, next slide. Geosite in Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark are classified into 4 groups. Geological geosite, natural geosite, geoarchaeological geosite, and historical cultural geosite. Geological geosite, it's 23 geosite, natural geosite, 2 geosite, and geoarchaeological geosite, there are 4 geosite, and historical cultural geosite are 10 geosite. Please, next slide. You can see geopark territory and the yellow square geosite in the Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark territory. Please, next slide. You can see in this slide different geological geosite. Please, next. For example, Poshtesia, Kalmar box folding, Khanid Paddyfield, the Ranjal Mountain geosite. For example, this geosite is most complete sedimentary succession in the Iran and West Asia. Kalejini geosite, Rigi Shotoran, Kale Sardar, and Mortazali hot spring geosite. Please, next slide. Natural and historical cultural features, archaeological and historical investigation show a very long history of life in Tabas UNESCO Global Geopark. Please repeat. The very rich history of Tabas has left dozens of historical and ancient monuments in the different era of this vast county. The old citadel of Tabas, which is the core of the city of Tabas, is considered one of the most prominent evidences of this territory. And in addition, the existence of different mountainous era next to the plains and deserts has led to the emergence of a unique flora and fauna in this geopark. For example, Naibandan Wildlife Refuge as Iran's largest wildlife refuge and Asiatic cheetah habitat, Snow Forest habitat, and Iran's largest sweet Amboze habitat are among the natural attraction of Tabas UGGP. Please, next. And thank you so much for your attention. And we invite you to visit of Tabas UGGP Miracle in Desert.
Thank you so much, and warm congratulations for your geopark. Congratulations once again. And from the arid environment of Tabas, we move to a new country. We move to Philippines and to Bohol, UNESCO Global Geopark. And I would like to ask Carl Michael Dean to make the presentation.
Okay. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to all friends and colleagues from across the globe. On behalf of the province of Bohol, I am pleased to share with you Bohol Island, the first UNESCO Global Geopark of the Philippines. Highlighted in red is the island province of Bohol, which is situated in the central portion of the Philippine archipelago. And it is considered the 10th largest island in the country and is home to 1.4 Boholano people. The island is a result of 150 million years of geological processes from formation, uplift, subsidence to reformation. And these processes are reflected in its rock formations, starting with the oldest one, the Lichoschist, followed by the Bohol ophiolite, which is a slice of oceanic lithosphere. And there are also volcanic clastic rocks, igneous intrusions, and sedimentary rocks such as limestones, which have given rise to the Geopark's scenic landscapes and important geological features. In fact, two of the country's 7 national geological monuments are found in Bohol. They are the Loon Maribok Uplifted Terrace, which is a result of the magnitude 7.2 earthquake that hit the island in 2013, and the most prominent geological karst landscape, the Chocolate Hills. Shown on the slide are just some of the geosites of the Geopark. Beyond the stunning cone karst topography or terrain, Bohol is also renowned for its abundant cave formations, hence considered a cave country. And apparently, the province derived its name from the word buho, meaning hole, from which spring water gushes out. On the eastern side of Bohol lies the picturesque Alicia Panoramic Park, locally known as Binabaja Hills, which is underlain by the island's oldest rock formation. And this area offers another captivating landscape for Boholanos and visitors to enjoy. In addition to its remarkable geology, Bohol boasts rich biodiversity with 16 protected areas under the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, along with 184 locally declared marine protected areas surrounding the island. The province is also home to the second smallest documented primate globally, the Philippine tarsier, and its conservation efforts are focused on the Philippine Tarsier Sanctuary in the town of Corelia. I know it is impossible to fully capture everything that makes Bohol extraordinary within a limited time, but I believe there are more opportunities and platforms for us to share our rich cultural and natural heritage now that we are part of the Global Geoparks network. And this achievement would not have been possible without the unwavering support and commitment of our local leaders, partners, stakeholders, and volunteer geologists. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the provincial government of Bohol, headed by Governor Erico Aristotel Aumentado, to thank the researchers who initiated this journey in 2013. They are Dr. Mario de los Reyes and Ms. Nancy Aguda from the University of the Philippines School of Urban and Regional Planning, and Professor Geo Hilmer from the University of Hamburg in Germany. Their visionary ideas and belief in Bohol's immense potential as the Philippines' first UNESCO Global Geopark have made this remarkable achievement a reality. And being designated as a UNESCO Global Geopark is not only a significant milestone for Bohol, but also a resounding affirmation of our commitment to conservation and sustainable development. And may this inspire us even more to continue working together to ensure that these God-given wonders will be enjoyed by future generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And once again, warm congratulations for joining the UNESCO Global Geoparks and the Global Geoparks Network. And now we have also Philippines, a new country. And we move from Philippines back to the Islamic Republic of Iran, and we go to the Aras Geopark. And I would like to ask the colleagues from Aras Geopark to make the presentation of this new UNESCO Global Geopark.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Glad to see you all again. Firstly, we wanted to give our deepest condolences to our dear colleague and friend Ali Reza for his loss. Your pain is ours and we are a family. Secondly, give my special gratitude to GGN and UNESCO for hosting this event. Next, please. Aras Geopark is located in northwest of Iran alongside the Aras River. It has also a border with two other countries, Azerbaijan and Armenia. Next, please. The rich biodiversity of this area includes over 350 different plant and over 450 different animal species. Next, please. Aras UNESCO Global Geopark is located in the margin of continental collision system where thrust faults and faults are dominant tectonic structures. Here you can see rock types and geological periods of the geopark. Next, please. Ali Bashi geosite is one of the most important geosites of Aras UNESCO Global Geopark. This geosite indicates the most severe mass extinction event of the Earth's history that occurred by the end of the Paleozoic era, known as the Permian-Triassic boundary. Next, please. And again, next. Another next, please. Thank you. The Gichi travertine spring water outflow made several travertine terraces and ponds in the area. It used to be a travertine quarry in this place, but after the establishment of Aras Geopark, the mining activities has been suspended and it is now registered as a national natural heritage. Next, please. The geopark is located on the path of famous ancient trade road, the Silk Road, and has a long history of harvesting and weaving silk, which even the province name Julfa drew from it. Aras UNESCO Global Geopark is home to several remarkable cultural treasures. These include UNESCO World Heritage Sites, several national monuments, unique local customs, folkloric music, traditional arts and handcrafts, all of which represent iconic elements of the area's cultural heritage. Next, please. Khaja Nazar geosite is a caravanserai dating back to 1642. Next. All the rocks used to build this monument are provided from the surrounding area, full of different fossils and trace fossils that made the caravanserai like a fossil exhibition. Next, please. San Stefanos Monastery is registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site together with another Aras Geopark geosite, the Chupan Chapel. Next, please. In the surrounding area of the monastery, many beautiful geological phenomena such as folds and faults can be spotted. Next, please. Aras Geopark established a partner network which has 32 members in different fields, including accommodation, restaurants, with local foods, local products, producers and shops, business owners, including NGOs and travel agencies, and also local museums. Next, please. To the end, I would like to thank all the local authorities, experts, and especially the local community for all the help and support they provided to Aras Geopark. Now we are a UNESCO Global Geopark, and this is the beginning of a new chapter for all of us. We are planning to develop our geopark as a transboundary geopark between 2 or even 3 countries in future, and I really want to thank you all for your attention. Congratulations to all. Could you please play the video?
Thank you so much. And I would like to ask Mr. Maysan Purvatamdurst from Aras Free Zone Organization to give his greeting before the video.
Hello, Mr. Vatandus, the director of Geopark, will give his greeting in Persian, and I will do the interpretation.
به نام خدا با عرض عصر بخیر خدمت حضار گرامی از مسئولین شبکه ژئوپارک های جهانی یونسکو به خاطر فرصتی که به ما دادن تشکر میکنم.
Good afternoon, all honorable attendees. I appreciate GGN authorities giving us the opportunity.
خوشحالم که اعلام میکنم تلاش تعداد زیادی از همکاران من در طول 10 سال اخیر برای آماده سازی ژئوپارک ارس برای دریافت گواهینامه یونسکو به نتیجه رسید و ما توانستیم به عنوان یک عضو جدید ژئوپارک جهانی یونسکو شناخته شویم.
I'm glad to announce that endeavor of many colleagues of ours during the last 10 years for making the Aras Geopark ready for designation yielded, and we got designated as a new member of UNESCO Global Geoparks Network.
همچنین به ژئوپارک های جدیدی که امسال به شبکه GGN ملحق شدن تبریک میگم و علاقمندی خود برای همکاری گسترده با آنها را اعلام میکنم.
Also, I say congratulations to other newly designated geoparks and declare our interest for comprehensive collaboration with other geoparks.
امیدوارم برنامه ژئوپارک های جهانی در ترویج توسعه پایدار به ویژه ژئوتوریسم به عنوان شکلی از گردشگری پایدار به موفقیت کامل برسد. تشکر از شما.
I hope the global geopark program of UNESCO will succeed in promoting sustainable development, especially geotourism, as a course of sustainable tourism. Thank you so much. You can play the promotional video of Aras.
Thank you and warm congratulations once again. And now, after the end of the presentation from the Asian Pacific Geoparks Network region, we move to Europe, and I would like to invite the Vice Coordinator of the European Geoparks Network, Dr. Babis Fasoulas, for his welcome greeting in the name of the European Geoparks Network.
Dear Excellencies, dear friends, dear 18 new members of the UNESCO Global Geoparks, with great pleasure, I welcome all of you into our great family, the UNESCO Global Geoparks. And in the name of our European Geoparks Network, I would like again to greet you all for participating in this great celebration. As a European network, we have received 4 new members, counting now about 100 geoparks in Europe. And we know and we understand that this is a great challenge that we have to face. And as a network, we are planning our activities, we are developing our action plans in order to secure our networking and our progress. And of course, this 195 UNESCO Global Geoparks that exist now around the globe show us that there are still so many other territories with so impressive geology and so great potential to develop a UNESCO Global Geopark. And we expect in future that our family will continue to grow with many more such great examples of territories that we are experiencing today. As a network, as a European Geoparks network, we are here to assure that together with our members, together with our experts, we can contribute a lot into knowledge transfer, into support other territories developing a new geopark, and also to strengthen our networking, which is our tool for our success and our progress. I don't want to speak more because now the speech is for the new members that are waiting to present themselves. And again, I want to congratulate all of you, the new UNESCO Global Geoparks, because we all know how hard it is to bring together your communities, to develop your own strategy, to raise the funds and establish a UNESCO Global Geopark. Again, warm congratulations for all of us, to all of you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Babis. And we move to Sunnhordland UNESCO Global Geopark in Norway. And I would like to ask the CEO of this Brynjar Sudland to take the floor and make the presentation.
Thank you very much for having me. Sunnhordland on the west coast of Norway is a variety of landscapes and geology in a concentrated area, very exposed and well told. The geopark is 4,700 square kilometers. 37% is sea, and we are 65,000 people. We are living of fisheries and aquaculture, maritime industry, some agriculture and services. The 183-kilometer long Hardanger Fjord is running through our geopark, dug out by glaciers in the fault between a young volcanic island arc geology on one side and the far older Baltica bedrock on the other. We have 60 geosites, 22 of international value, 1 national park, and 60 smaller nature reserves. And we have 3 visitor centers. The island arc volcanic bedrock has provided inhabitants with a range of geo-resources through time. As for the Mesolithic greenstone axis during 6,000 years, and you see the quarry on the picture. Then Neolithic arrowheads of rhyolite, soapstone for medieval kettles and building bricks, marble for lime and luxury building plates, had pyrite mines and the biggest gold mine in Norway. Medieval baking plates of chlorite shale was produced here. Our granite is found in streets and buildings.
Jeg fant ikke den i Apple Music-biblioteket. Du kan spørre etter en radiostasjon eller be meg om å spille av den i en annen app.
The Quaternary period, the Quaternary impact is well presented in our geopark, as in majestic alpine mountains formed by glaciers, the marinas, the giant kettles or potholes, the big waterfalls, the river deltas, a great glacier, and the fjord itself dug out by the glaciers during the last 2.6 million years. I'm looking forward to see you all in Marrakech, but first let me share a glimpse of our new geopark in Norway. Please run the film.
Congratulations for your very nice presentation of this very nice new Norwegian UNESCO Global Geopark. And now we move from Norway to Spain. We go to Cabo Ortegal, and I would like to ask Mr. Jose Miguel Pumar, who is executive member of the association, to make the presentation for this new UNESCO Global Geopark.
Good afternoon here in Spain. Good afternoon, Mr. Soros. And what amazing places we have in our world, isn't it? It's incredible. First of all, congratulations to our new brothers, to our new sisters. For us, it's a pleasure and an exciting adventure to be part of the UNESCO family. I'm going to introduce you our territory and show you some of its characteristics. So if you want, let's go. Okay. A journey inside the earth, that's Cabo Ortegal, where we are. Well, we are 7 councils. Cabo Ortegal Global Geopark is part of Ortegal and Trasancos area in the north of Galicia country in Spain. Total area is about 800 kilometers, including 630 kilometers land area and 170 kilometers marine area. And it covers 7 municipalities, 7 councils, where are living around 7,700 people. The territory is formed by low mountains chains that in the north layer to very steep coasts and with spectacular sea cliffs over than 650 meters high. It looks like Norway. Also remarkable are the areas, islets, coves, and Stanley sandy beaches, some associated with coastal lagoons with a high biodiversity. Most of the geological formations are related to the closure of the rich oceans during the Varisian orogeny, and is a true geological showcase of the interior of our planet. So who we are? All through of many years, the civil society work of this candidacy. It was finally promoted by the Association for the Management of the Cabo Ortegal Geopark, formed by the 7 councils. In addition to this institutional representatives for each of the councils, there is scientific and geologic advisor, as well as strategic consulting carried out by a local company. Well, we have, so here you can enjoy a trip of the interior of our planet, discovering rocks that emerged from the depths of the air almost 400 million years ago. So this is much more, is today a UNESCO World Geopark Cabo Ortegal, because our geopark provides some of the most complete evidence in Europe of the collision that caused Pangea, a process known, as the Varisian orogeny. Now you can see a very old map. This is the first map that a scientific made about geology in Galicia in 1958. Most of the rocks in the geopark were brought to the surface of the collision of 2 continents, Laurasia and Gondwana, which will eventually join to the supercontinent Pangea about 350 million years ago. When this collision happened, these rocks were situated on the Earth upper mantle and a depth of more than 70 kilometers. In our geopark, you can also see the scar created by the fracture of the supercontinent Pangea. We have 6 global geosites, and we were proposed 3 more. The copper exploited in the Geoparks mine originate from the intensive thermal activity of the seabed, where volcanic chimneys, called fumaroles in Galician, releasing gases and minerals at the high temperature, which then called upon contact with water. That's all of our landscapes. Well, human groups have been adapting to the environment since ancient times. In this area, there are traces of human activities dating back more than 6,000 years. So all over the territory, there is a rich natural and built heritage from the Middle Age forward. The local economy is dominated tourism, as well as an important fishing sector and agricultural activities such as horticultural and fruit growing. Their occupations are highly seasonal. The local gastronomy, the highlighting the high quality local products such as fish, seafood, meat, or vegetables, dairy products, honey, are more wholesome and important places in the culture, and it's a testament to the importance of the link with the natural heritage. Well, there are many festivals in our area and festivities and connect directly with the traditional practices in our initiatives. Highlights, for example, one of the most important Christian pilgrim centers in San Andres of Tixido, the International Festival of the Celtic World Culture in Ortigueira, and the Festival of Irmandiño Rural Fairs in Moechos and Sadurniño, and maritime processions of the seafaring towns like Cariño, Cedeira, or Ortigueira, the recovery of the Samain festivity in Cedeira, and the Mayas, that's a serial threshing in Cerdido, the international surfing event in Pantin Classic Valdoviño, and many more. In addition to this geological, cultural, and natural heritage, the other important piece of our territory is the people. The project seeks sustainable development alternatives for territorial revitalization, seeks to improve competitiveness in the rural areas. The friendly entities, the collaborating entities, associations, gives to Geopark visibility, and as well as the development of sustainable initiatives such as Fusquenja, a project of agri-food transformation center. Also, there are pioneers initiatives such as the first Via Ferrata in Galicia in the area of Caplada Mountains. But the new generation, and that's very important, also have their space for participation, and they do so highlighting the project of the ambassadors of Geopark of Cariño High School, whose name is Cabortigal. So thank you so much. And I would like to share with you a video, if it's possible.
So thank you for your presentation. Now we move from Spain to Greece. We have the presentation of the Lavreotiki Geopark, and I would like to ask the Mayor of Lavreotiki and President of Lavreotiki UNESCO Global Geopark, Mr. Dimitris Loukas, for his greetings. Δεν σας ακούμε. We cannot hear you.
Dear.
Yes, please.
Zouros, President of the UNESCO Global Geopark, dear Mr. Christoph van den Berg, Chief of UNESCO Earth Sciences and the Geoparks Section, UNESCO Global Geoparks Secretariat, dear ladies and gentlemen, I feel honored and grateful for the nomination of Lavreotiki Geopark as an UNESCO Global Geopark. This achievement will bring the geoculture wealth of our region to the global attention, and it will place Lavreotiki to the global geotourism position it belongs to be. The holistic approach a geopark offers to an area promotes, among others, the preservation of its natural monuments. These monuments are the ones that define our local identity and need to be safely inherited to our children. Once again, thank you for your support, and I hope to welcome you in person to our geopark. Thank you very much.
Dear colleagues from Lavreotiki, we cannot hear you.
So thank you for this presentation and warm congratulations once again. And now we move from Lavreotiki and from Greece to Ireland. We go to Mourne Gullion Strangford in United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And I would like to ask Miss Michael Boyle, Head of Tourism, to make the presentation.
Dear Michael, we cannot hear you. Can you unmute your microphone? Sorry,
Michael?
but we cannot hear you. It seems that Michael has a problem, a technical problem with the sound.
Okay, we move then to the greeting of the coordinator of the Latin America and Caribbean Geoparks Network, Mr. Eugenio Bidondo from Uruguay. And I give the floor to Eugenio for his welcome greetings in the name of the Latin America and Caribbean Geoparks Network.
Thank you, Nicolas. Well, Mr. President of the Executive Board of the Global Geopark Network, Nicolas Souros, Mr. President of the World Council of the Geopark, Guy Martini, Mr. Chief of UNESCO's Art Science and Geohazard Reduction Sector, Christoph Vandenberg. They are colleagues of the regional network of UNESCO Geoparks. They are coordinators, friends, and active member of the UNESCO Global Geoparks. Receive a cordial greeting. This is a great family thanks continue to grow the Geopark families. This event constituted a very special moment for the new Geoparks that joined the global network as UNESCO Geoparks. For the GeoLAC network, it is a great honor and at the same time a great responsibility to welcome two new geoparks in the region and to receive the good news of territorial expansion, the After Geopark. Celebrating World Environment Day this way is for use as active protagonists of the Geoparks territory, a fact that set the line, thinking and proceeding in action and planning. And the Geopark are new. They are young, but we can ensure you that they constitute the most revolutionary project of the 21st century that best combines efforts, collective action, and that marks a very clear courses for political actor, government actor, the academics, the business sector, and the community, all from the empowerment of the discovering the smell. Because Geoparks are not creative, Geoparks are discovered. We are the best alliance that the states have to achieve the sustainable development goal, because each one of these involved in el ADN or matrix. The Geopark network is in a consolidation stage where it addresses sort the active participation of the member of the Geoparks, the insights that interest in the most, and that are aligned with those raising in the working group that the GGN has defined. Having today the group of youth, gender equality, geoeducation, geotourism, original people, communication, newsletter, geo-experience, are achievements that we must continue cultivate, so that beyond the difference that our nation have, the richness in the diversity of our territory and cultures, the rich in the common focus that challenge to the UNESCO World Global Geoparks, mark youth storm, more reset, more sustainability. Welcome, Casapava and Quarta Colonia from Brazil. Congratulations, Cutralcura from Chile. Moving forward, more than 19 geopark projects in Latin America and Caribbean, and double marks this network, the GGN and UNESCO join force, they have an impact on the common good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eugenio, for your nice greeting and for giving us your view on the development of geoparks, your encouragement, and especially for nominating this movement of geoparks as the most innovative initiative of the 21st century. So we go back to Brazil now. We move to Brazil, to Caçapava Geopark, and I would like to invite Mr. André Weissener de Borda, scientific coordinator of the Geopark, for the presentation.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity, Professor Zurus. I'm going to share my screen. And slide presentation. Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. From the beautiful and scientific relevant profile of the Guaritas geosite, a natural line has been drawn, and it became the logo of the Caçapava aspiring geopark, today finally entering GGN and IGGP. I'm André Borba, scientific coordinator of the strategy, and well, where are we? We are in South America, southernmost Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul state, the Precambrian shield of southern Brazil, and the territory here at the right, that corresponds to one large municipality, the municipality of Caçapava do Sul, 3,000 square kilometers, 33,000 inhabitants, and the territory is characterized by northeast trending outstanding ranges, the Santa Bárbara, the Segredo, the Caçapava, and the Guaritas ranges. And well, our international relevant geosites, the Guaritas geosite, which among others represents our outstanding geological heritage of international value, which is the Camaquã Basin, the best record in a continental level of the South American platform transition phase, which is from 600 to 500 million years ago, Ediacaran to Cambrian. Well, the Guaritas geosite is cross-cut by a scenic unpaved road. It's an area totally free of light pollution, so it enables astrotourism, astrophotography, and it has as cultural feature a traditional family-based sheep farming culture of wool production and wool natural and sustainable wool production. We have our Serra do Segredo geosite, also with the same rocks, the same sequence of rocks, a very well signed and a very well managed municipal nature park, with the surroundings with olive orchards, olive oil production, and the geomorphology in the label, in the brand of the olive oil, and it's a point perfect for rock climbing in conglomerates. Here at the right, there's a climber reaching the top of the Pedra do Segredo, and this is one important thing about Caçapava. 1/40 of our territory are the outdoor sports, such as climbing and free flight. Well, the third international geosite is Minas do Camaquã, which is a geosite and a historical site, a company town for mining. So it's the same rock succession, but with sulfide copper deposits, copper, zinc, lead, gold, and silver. And it was mined for 120 years. So there is mining heritage, memory of many phases of copper mining. The culture is all directed to that memory. And we are also in a region of dark sky and scenic road. And the project is now bringing the revitalization of these buildings. And in order to finish, I'd like to say that the strategy gathers two public universities, the UFSM and the Universidade Federal de Santa Maria and the Universidade Federal do Pampa, and the mayor's office. And as highlighted here by this slide, 100 local partners or geoproducts. And I would like to say that the strategy is for popularization of geodiversity and geoheritage, but also in principle for the economic, social, and human development of these people, of the local people in the beautiful Caçapava UNESCO Global Geopark. Thank you very much, Professor Zurus. I'm stop sharing here.
Thank you so much for your excellent presentation, and warm congratulations for joining the Global Geoparks Network and for the nomination as UNESCO Global Geopark. Before we move to the next geopark in Brazil, we have to go back to Europe and to Northern Ireland. I hope that the team of Mourne Gullion and Stankford from Northern Ireland is now ready. So I'd like to invite Ms. Michelle Boyle, the head of tourism, for her presentation. Yes, please. We don't hear. So please unmute your microphone because we cannot hear anything. We just see the screen and the presentation, but we cannot hear. Well, if it's still technical, the problem is not solved. We will move back to Brazil, and we will go back afterwards to Northern Ireland. So I would like to welcome the colleagues from Quarta Colônia in Brazil, and Ms. Rachel Shell, the director of Quarta Colônia UNESCO Global Geopark, for her presentation.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. And I'm Jaciele, and I'm the director of the Quarta Colônia UNESCO Global Geopark. And in addition to the video you will see, I would like to point out that the heritage that enables us to qualify for certification is paleontological. Fossils from the Triassic period, approximately 2,035 million years old, and our many discovered species are internationally recognized as the oldest dinosaurs in the world. Likewise, the carnivore Gnathovorax cabreirae attests to one of the first moments in which dinosaurs became top predators. Another group recorded in the territory, the Cynodonts, also represents a very important evolutionary step of the Triassic period, since it represents the ancestral lineage of mammals, a group of which the human species is a part. In this way, the fossil record of the region, when combined, provides us with a kind of Window in the Past, which allows us to understand what the environment was like about 2,030 million years ago and how the events that occurred at that time shaped life on Earth as we use it today. This is Quarta Colônia, UNESCO Global Geopark, a territory of discoveries. And we are very happy to be part of this network. And please enjoy a video. Thank you very much.
Geoparque Quarta Colônia, um território de descobertas. Localizado no sul do Brasil, na transição entre os biomas Pampa e Mata Atlântica, o território possui 2.923 quilômetros quadrados e é formado por 9 municípios. Aqui vivem cerca de 62 mil habitantes, com uma das maiores diversidades culturais da região central gaúcha. Os costumes dessas diferentes etnias se perpetuam até os dias atuais nas mais diferentes manifestações, como na gastronomia, na música, na dança e também no artesanato. O território é fonte de um patrimônio paleontológico singular em nível internacional, onde se podem encontrar testemunhos da ascensão de um dos grupos animais mais famosos da paleontologia, os dinossauros. As rochas sedimentares que sustentam a paisagem do território, depositadas entre 233 e 225 milhões de anos atrás, no período Triássico, conservam registros muito bem preservados de um momento chave na história da vida no planeta Terra. As descobertas paleontológicas são amplamente favorecidas pela localização do território da Quarta Colônia, que confere a ele um patrimônio paisagístico único, se destacando por um grande número de vales profundos esculpidos ao longo de milhares de anos. Conheça e encante-se com o Geoparque Quarta Colônia, um território de descobertas.
Warm congratulations for the nomination and for joining our global network. Thank you so much. And now we move to the greeting from North America, and I would like to ask Sarah Gamble, the Canadian Geoparks Network Coordinator, for her greetings to the event.
Thank you, Nicholas, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, dignitaries, friends, colleagues. Well, it's so exciting to have new members of our family here today, and it's so beautiful to see our Earth represented in such diversity. I'd like to welcome in particular the Philippines and New Zealand. It's great to see new countries join the network. And also on behalf of Canada, a remote country for geoparks in this network, Iran, another remote country, as well as New Zealand. When we break into these new areas, it's so significant to strengthen the global network. I think UNESCO is a symbol of global peace. And so the work that we can undertake here to support peace and the Sustainable Development Goals is really significant. In particular, I think the focus on rural development, on the empowerment of women, and on the support and protection of the culture of Indigenous peoples is really something that UNESCO Global Geoparks with a bottom-up approach can take. Canada has a bilateral agreement with New Zealand on the protection and promotion of Indigenous peoples and upholding a national law for UNDRIP. So I think going forward, we have real opportunities that we've seen here, strengthening the European and Asian networks and the Latin American networks and growing to new areas and beyond. So on behalf of Canada, welcome to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And now we are moving to the presentation of a geopark which is already member of the network, but had a major extension. And I'm talking about Cutralcura in Chile. And I would like to ask Mr. Camilo, who is representative of the territory, to make the presentation.
Mari Compuleme. Hello, everyone. I'm Camila Jara Quilapan, representative of the Territory and Technical Committee of Cutralcura UNESCO Global Geopark. From the UNESCO World Geopark, we are very happy with the approval of the extension of our geopark. I greet you on behalf of our Association of Municipalities, the mayors, teams, and communities. Our geopark extended to 3 municipalities, Lautaro, Cunco, Curarrehue, in addition to Vilcún, Curacautín, Lonquimay, and Melipeuco. All part of our association and therefore from 8,000 to 12,000 square kilometers, from 42 to 120 geosites. We have designed 7 new georoutes, having 22 circuits to cover our territory, where you can feel and live the bond of geological, natural, and cultural heritage. We will continue strengthening the work for a better well-being of those who live in the geoparks. We thank to UNESCO International Geosciences and Geopark programs and the Global Geopark networks. Next, we will present the video of the Cutralcura UNESCO Global Geoparks.
Les habla Aníbaldo Alegría, alcalde de Lonquimay y presidente de la Asociación de Municipalidades Cordilleranas de la región de la Araucanía. Primero que nada, decirles que estamos tremendamente emocionados, contentos, muy felices de poder haber sido ratificados como geoparque a nivel mundial. Geoparque Cutralcura, que ha sido nuevamente considerado por 4 años más y además, ¿cierto?, la ampliación de este geoparque. Por tanto, estamos tremendamente felices por esa noticia y por supuesto que agradecemos en todo su esplendor esta posibilidad que se nos ha dado desde Geoparque Mundial, de la UNESCO. Queremos también invitar a todos a que conozcan, a que visiten la región de la Araucanía, donde está emplazado este geoparque, a conocer nuestra interculturalidad, nuestra naturaleza, todas nuestras bondades que la Araucanía y Chile, ¿cierto?, pueden ofrecerle al mundo.
Thanks a lot, Camila, for your nice presentation and the excellent video for the beautiful Cutralcura UNESCO Global Geopark. And now I would like to move again and just try to have the connection with the Murngullion Stanford Geopark. I hope now the technical problem has been solved, if it's possible. If not, we can move. I wonder if there are colleagues wishing to make any question or intervention to the event before the closing remarks. I am very happy to see many members of the executive board of the Global Geoparks Network, many members of the Council, the UNESCO Global Geoparks Council participating, the president of the Advisory Commission of the Global Geoparks Network, Professor Shichuya Nakada, the chair of Geoparks and Healthy Lifestyles, Professor Artur Sá from Portugal, and many other colleagues. So anybody wishing to have an intervention, anybody from the new Geoparks wishing to have another moment for question or clarification. The floor is open. Yes, please. Alireza Amrikazemi, from the member of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Council from Iran, wants to have an intervention.
Thank you, Nicolas.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Congratulations to new Geoparks. Welcome to GGN and UNESCO family, especially to new Geopark from Iran. I just would like to appreciate all the helps and support from Dr. Guy Martini for two Geoparks, Aras and Tabas, in very early step of establishment. He made a very good action plan and support and advisory to these Geoparks, and I think their success is in some way followed by his instruction. I just want to thank you on behalf of my friends and colleagues in two Geoparks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alireza. I see also Kristen Ragnes, our treasurer, the Global Geoparks Network, and many other colleagues participating.
Nicolas.
Yes, please, Artur.
So, hello to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's a pleasure to be here always in this important event. I would like to congratulate all the new members because it's always very important to have not only new members, new partners, but also new territories to work together in this dream, in this reality that are the UNESCO Global Geoparks. In effect, this is always a very good moment because it's a moment when we are aware about the growing of this family. and all of we are looking forward for the cooperation with all of the new members, and this is very important to the network. And always keep in mind that networking is a very important and structural process for the network. You apply to belong to a network, to be another knot of the network. So all of us are waiting for your new ideas, for your new energy, for your new projects, your cooperations. So it is really a very good moment, and I would like to welcome all of you and wish you all the best in your in your way as UNESCO Global Geoparks. Welcome.
Thank you, Artur. Yes, please, Christine.
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you also to all the presenters. It's really a great pleasure to welcome so many new members into the network. And as Artur Sal said, it's not networking is not a word. It is, of course, a word, but not only a word. So I'm really looking forward to meeting you in Morocco, to visit your areas, to meet you as people and new friends. It is really a great family that you are entering into, and it's of course a special pleasure to see also 2 new countries joining the network. So we are looking forward to a lot of fun together and interesting cooperation. So thank you very much for all your presentations, for showing your territory, for your culture, for your food. So I really became a little bit hungry when I saw again the nice food from Haksan. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you, Christine. And now I go to Professor Tsuya Nakada, who is the chair of the advisory committee of the Global Geoparks Network, but also chair of the Japanese Geoparks Committee. So, Professor Nakada, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Nicholas. So today I'm very happy. So, and congratulations to the 18 new members. I am very impressed that the rate of new member has accelerated recently despite the COVID-19. So I am very pleased to that with the addition of new members, especially from Philippines and New Zealand, we can all work together to develop geopark in the world. So, and also my impression is I'm very happy to have a new member from Japan for the first time in these years. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Nakada. And I move now to Martina Paskova from Czech Republic, member of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Council. Martina, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Nicholas. Hello, everybody. It's really a beautiful moment to see how we are growing. We are already nearly 200 UNESCO Global Geoparks in nearly 50 countries, which is amazing. So we are conquesting the earth, and with growing responsibility, I hope. We have new countries, which is especially wonderful because, for example, we are cooperating with Bohol Island in Forgion project, and we now see that in the new geoparks we can find something to enrich. Because they are so ahead, so we are learning from the new colleagues. Also, New Zealand, fantastic new country. I'm satisfied that we can see growing involvement of indigenous people, which I think is really, really important. And we see that their culture has some not only mystery for us, but also very important solutions maybe for our problems connected with the climate change and other global problems. So thanks so much for this moment, and I hope we will cooperate in the future.
Thank you, Martina. It was I didn't see before, but we have with us also other colleagues from the executive board, like Professor Jiangping Zhang from China, Kana Furusawa from Japan, and Melanie Border from United Kingdom, all joined to this event to welcome the new UNESCO Global Geoparks, and many other colleagues from regional, national networks are here participating. I know that this event was a little bit too long for a digital event, and as I don't see the colleagues from Northern Ireland to have the opportunity to join, I would like to move and give the floor to Christoph van den Berger for his closing remarks. Christoph?
Thank you very much, Nicholas. I wouldn't want to abuse, because I think we're already a little bit abusing here the patience and the night rest of our friends in the East. And I would like to thank them for having stayed for such a long time with us. We really appreciate this. And I think it shows as well to what extent we're really a true family we are. Personally, I'm very impressed as well with the newcomers, with the new geoparks, the great diversity that they're showing, the complementarity. I think that we've seen some territories that are really different to what is already existing within the network, which shows that as a concept, the geoparks are very clearly described, but it leaves, of course, a lot of flexibility to give it the shape that you think it should get. And I think that was very impressive. So thank you very much. Maybe if I may end with 2 points, I would like to reiterate what has been said as well, that as a newcomer, I think it is important that you try to engage in the working groups, be it at the Global Geoparks Network or at the regional groups, but that you try to follow the events, the international events that are being set up, that you try to bring in your own expertise as well, but to see what you can get out of it as well, because indeed it is important. That interaction does give the strength actually of the UNESCO Global Geoparks. And in that sense, I would like to reiterate as well the importance of being in Morocco in September, all of us. Maybe if I may as well, I would like to say as well, in the future, consider as well joining the roster of evaluators. We've heard it, we're close to 200 geoparks that have to be assessed every 4 years. I mean, mathematically, it's not a wonder. This is going to give us a challenge. So we will have to expand the network, the roster of evaluators. So if you think in time that you are strong enough, please consider joining the network of rosters. We're launching a call every once in a while. And I think we would be happy if we can count on your expertise as well in the future. So please keep this in mind. And then maybe my last point, the revalidation, it's in 4 years' time, but start working on it. I think it is important that you do this from tomorrow already. You're going to receive from us a letter. You're going to receive from us the certificate. You're going to receive the use of the logo. But the letter with the recommendations, have a close look at it. Look at it and take it serious as well. I think it's a work that has to start already. And if you have questions about this, please never hesitate to reach out to us, to contact us. We're a small team here. I'm here, but there's also Özlem Adyaman that you may know, Marie-Laure Faber, who is the administrative assistant. We can also rely on Rania Sabo, Camille Francois. We're soon going to have another colleague, but then as I said, we have the colleagues as well in the field offices. So please reach out to us if you have any questions about the letter, about the recommendations, and in terms of the revalidation mission, start working on it. Don't do it at the last minute, because no matter how you look at it, the statistics are very clear about it. That first revalidation is always a little bit of a hurdle, right? It's probably the trickiest one, the hardest one. So don't underestimate this. Not to scare you, just to make sure that you're aware of it. But thanks again for joining the network. Very warm welcome from UNESCO as well, and hope to be in touch, to remain in touch. Thank you very much.
you so much, Christophe. A last call for the colleagues from Northern Ireland. I hope that
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sigue,
this
por
time
favor, Dan,
the
te va a
colleagues
atender, no
from
seas mala.
Morngullion Stanford will be able to present their presentation before we close the event. I see that there is a technical problem. Of course, we're going to have such an opportunity another time. From my side, in the name of all our colleagues in the Global Geoparks Network Executive Board, I would like to thank you for participating in this very nice digital event. Warm congratulations to all the new members from New Zealand, from Japan, from Republic of Korea, from the Philippines, from Indonesia, from Malaysia, from Iran, from Spain, from Norway, from Northern Ireland, from Greece, from Brazil, and from Chile. It was amazing the number of the new members that we had this year joining the network. I would like to inform you that the Secretariat has already prepared the updated guide for the new members, so you are going to receive in the next days the updated guide where you can see all information related with the operation of the Global Geoparks Network. Please be active members in this network. Networking lies in the core of the success of our network, because through networking, through your active participation, through the collaboration with other members in your country, in other neighboring countries, in your regional network, but also in the frame of the global network, you can have a lot of chances to learn and to exchange on how we can protect, preserve, and safeguard the Earth heritage. Sites and monuments which are extremely important for understanding the history of our planet, and understand the threats for the future of our planet only by looking at the past, looking to our roots, looking to the history of our planet in order to build a sustainable future for our communities, for our countries, for the generations to come. Thank you so much for joining this network. Be active. Many, many congratulations to all of you for the hard work. As Christophe said, the revalidation is very close, so we have to be prepared for the revalidation. 4 years' time pass very quickly. We are members of the global network as UNESCO Global Geoparks in order to keep supporting each other during these years, during the years to come, for having even stronger network, even stronger results from our activities, and to raise the flag of the Geoparks as a quality brand, as a brand representing territories which are sustainable tourism destination. And through these activities, the activities of all the UNESCO Global Geoparks, we hope that we will contribute to environmental protection and sustainable development by reaching the goals, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Thank you so much for being active and present in this event, and even more for being active members of this global network. Thank you so much, and keep in touch, keep always in touch, and looking forward to our next meeting in Marrakesh, in Morocco, next September, for the 10th International Conference of UNESCO Global Geoparks, but also for the ordinary General Assembly of the Global Geoparks Network, in which all of you can participate and give your contribution for the future of the Global Geoparks Network. Thank you so much. Warm congratulations once again. And permit me closing to thank all the team of the Global Geoparks Network, which was behind the organization of this event, except of the members of the executive board, Constantina, the secretariat of the Global Geoparks Network, and Dimitris, who is responsible for all the digital events. Thank you so much for your hard work, and thank you all, and warm congratulations to all our new members for their success, wishing great success in the future. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. See you later. I hope to see you in
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Congratulations to everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye from Greece.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to
Bye
Chile.
bye, Cyprus. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye from Colombia. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.